And what was your take on Netanyahu's speech to Congress yesterday? Did it leave you with any concerns about his willingness to reach a deal?
I don't have any overall take on his speech. Obviously, we'd heard many of the things that he said publicly yesterday. We've heard him say before in press conferences, and having been to the region with the secretary 8 times, I have heard many of the things that he said publicly. I've heard him say privately in meetings that we have held with him. But no, there was nothing in the speech that made us any more or less concerned about our chances to reach a ceasefire deal. Israel has continued to commit to us that they want to reach a ceasefire, and they have continued to join negotiations with the U.S., with Egypt, with Qatar to try to reach an agreement. And as always, we're going to judge them by the actions that they take, not necessarily what they say in public.
Okay, and then the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff today said he has still not been able to see much from Israel about its day after planning once the war with Hamas ends, saying there's not a lot of detail he's been able to see from a plan from them. What's the latest on this, and are you satisfied with the pace at which the Israelis are putting this plan together?
So that's accurate. They have not put forward a great deal of detail about plans for the day after, but we have been having conversations with them about this, and they are in a different place than they were several months ago when they hadn't really thought about a day after at all. And you heard the secretary talk about the dangers of Israel not planning for a day after and what it would mean for the future of Gaza and what a security threat it would pose to the state of Israel and the people of Israel. Since then, we have been engaged in conversations with them as well as with our Arab partners. There are ideas that we have put forward. There are ideas that our Arab partners have put forward. And there have been some ideas that Israel has put forward. Not fully developed yet, not fully to the place where I think you could call them a proposal, but we are at the point where we're talking with them and they're putting forward some ideas. And it is important that they take the matter seriously, just as it's important everyone take the matter seriously, because as you have heard the secretary say, in the absence of realistic plans for the day after the conflict, you will either have Israel occupying Gaza, which we reject. They have said they don't want to do. You will have Hamas in charge, which obviously is not in the interest of Israel and clearly is also not in the interest of the region. Or you'll have chaos and anarchy, which is a breeding ground for terrorism, will hurt the interests of the Palestinian people in Gaza, make it harder for them to get food and water and civilian assistance. It really is not in anyone's interest. So we're going to continue to push them to engage seriously on these plans because they're critical not just to the future of the Palestinian people, but to the future of Israel as well.